Hey guys, just finished watching Doom Patrol, Season 1, Episode 12, Cyborg Patrol. Oh, wow, what an episode this is. I mean, we only have a few more episodes left. I think we're going to episode 15. So, yeah, we only have like 3 more episodes left. I think that's really interesting, and it definitely is a great, beginning of the end type thing. Although, it seems like they're nowhere near to finding the chief or anything like that, which is going to be interesting because especially if they decide to, not find the chief or not have them find the chief at the end of this season, and with things being really rocky, whether or not they're going to get a season 2 for this, because if you didn't know that Swamp Thing that's being filmed was actually canceled mid-production when they had 3 episodes left to shoot, and they were just forced to end and make and end it like that. Just production was just shut down because they're not making enough money on the shows on the DC streaming service and stuff. So I think that's kind of interesting. So we'll have to wait and see as to where things go and how this kind of affects season 2. But this episode was really interesting because we see Cyborg is in the ant farm and stuff, and that was kind of interesting dealing with that. And we see Silas Stone ends up finding out that Cyborg is missing. He shows up there, even though the Doom team, the rest of the team, didn't want to tell him because he doesn't really trust his father too much. And you find out that Cyborg's system is kind of back online, but it's kind of broken and stuff. At the end of the episode, we find out that it was actually kind of Mr. Nobody who was playing inside of his head type thing the whole time for this episode. I think that was really cool. And we see that Silas Stone is giving the rest of the team, gives up the rest of the team so that he can get his son back, right? I think that was really interesting with that. Then we find out that, Cliff is going to get scrapped and stuff, and there are others like him. So that could be interesting to see as to where things go with that. And we get like the Metal Men or something like that inside of this show would be quite cool for season 2 if we get one. But I don't think we will. But we'll have to wait and see. We see that Rita was actually kind of inside of Cliff the whole time as a Trojan horse type thing. And that was really interesting with that. And then, they end up breaking everyone out. So I think that could be cool. Like, there's like those butts and stuff that were flying around, they were running around type thing, which is kind of like only Doom Patrol would do that, right? I think that was really cool. And they're kind of just out there for this show, but like it fits perfectly with this show, right? So that was really interesting. And at the end of the episode, we see that Cyborg was tricked by Mr. Nobody into beating up his father type thing. And I think that was really interesting with that. That'd be quite cool to see as to where things go, especially since it ends with that. We don't even know if they make it out of the of the compound or anything like that. So I think that's going to be quite cool to see as to where things go with all this. And I really like this idea of playing with Cyborg and stuff. And they're definitely doing a way better job of playing with Cyborg than they did in the Justice League movie. I mean, the Justice League movie obviously only had 2 hours to play with him, but still, it's definitely really interesting playing with this and going deep inside of him with this character, and maybe potentially using later on if we pick up the next episode again inside of the compound and stuff. Maybe we could see that someone else was kind of free out there type thing, and I think that'd be something quite interesting to see as to where things kind of go. With all this, especially with the Bureau of Normalcy being kind of taken out in this episode, I think it's going to be quite interesting to see as to where things go. I'm really excited to see. I'd love to see a season 2. I think this show is really good. So is the Teen Titans season 2. I think pretty sure that's going to should be continuing on. We'll just have to wait and see as to where things go with this show, especially since it looks like the DC Universe streaming service is not really working out so well. They're not making enough money as they're projected and stuff as they were hoping. So I think that the idea maybe if they sell out these shows to other sites and stuff, we'll have to wait and see. We're not sure how well Teen Titans or the Titans is doing on Netflix and stuff. But maybe they could maybe Netflix or something like that could pick them up and just sell them all out. I think there were some rumors or something talking about that for the Swamp Thing show. So we'll have to wait and see as to where things go with all this. But I really like to see as to where things are going with this show, and I really like this show is really kind of out there and kind of crazy out there. It's not the most out there show, mind-boggling show out there. I mean, Legion is definitely more of a mind-half, than this show, but this one's kind of very close to it type thing, but it's a lot more easier to follow. So let me know what you think, guys, about this episode in the comments below. Season 1, Episode 12, Cyborg Patrol, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.